16th of March 2020, Tallinn, Estonia, state of emergency, day 4. So we started today with new numbers from the health board. The latest information is that they made 254 new tests. Out of those, 34 came back positive. So roughly 13.39% of the tests came back positive. This brings the total now to 205, but at the same time we haven't gotten any new results in the evening. So we just have the numbers from the morning, and this creates a kind of feeling that we're lacking a lot of information what's going on. It's worth paying attention that the health board is admitting now that the actual number of infected is probably a lot higher. But yeah, since they're focusing their tests on people that have really strong symptoms or in the risk group, then we have this limited number available. Also, something new that we have from their briefing from this morning are regional results. So before they only had the location of the lab, 6 different labs across the country. Then today they assigned the numbers based on where the infected patients are registered to live. This also shows that Saaremaa is actually really badly hit by now. So the biggest island in Estonia, they have 57 cases. If you compare that to Harjumaa, the county where Tallinn is situated as well, Harjumaa has 73 cases. While the populations, Saaremaa has approximately 33,000 people living there, and Harjumaa has close to 600,000. Also, something to keep in mind is that today they opened a special hotline 1247. So if anyone who's living in Estonia has any questions regarding the coronavirus, you can call that number 24/7. Why today sort of feels like a quiet before the storm is, I ran the numbers from ECDC and checked the new infections in Europe, and the numbers are big. Also keep in mind that the numbers from ECDC are announced in the morning and they basically reflect the situation from the previous day. So that's 12,003 new cases, which is a 30.18% increase. If you take all the new cases around the globe, then Europe's numbers basically amount to 75% of all the new cases. So yes, this clearly shows that Europe is the epicenter of the pandemic at the moment. So this feeling that we're not really getting the full picture at the moment from the health board is also because we're lacking the new numbers from the evening, and we know that there aren't enough tests around. And like we've been reminded constantly, then testing is really important to know the actual spread of the disease. So we could actually plan how to contain it and what's the actual reality that we're facing. Travel restrictions are becoming a bigger thing day by day. So today, the Chancellor of the Foreign Ministry, Rainer Saks, informed that Wednesday is basically the last window of opportunity for Estonians abroad to return to their home country. This is due to the fact that a lot of airlines are already cancelling their flights and a lot of countries are closing their borders. Travel is already limited inside Estonia as well. We know that the islands are closed off, but besides that, the public transportation between the major cities, they're also decreasing the number of buses, for example. So Lux Express, one of the main carriers, has already announced that they are going to reschedule their departures, but they're still trying to keep the whole country connected. There's a peculiar situation on the border between Poland and Germany where a Baltic motorcade is waiting permission to enter Poland and cross the country to return back to their home countries. The foreign ministry did try to negotiate a deal, but apparently the Polish side in the end decided that they want to focus on the health of their people and they didn't allow the motorcade to enter the country. So the line on the border there is actually somewhat like 40 kilometers long. Obviously there's a lot of other people besides people from Estonia, Latvia and Lithuania. And now the foreign ministry is trying to find a new route, how to get those people back home. So they're looking at different ferry options that will cross the Baltic. So maybe like a ferry connection from Germany to Lithuania, and that the people could then drive from Lithuania to Estonia. Tallink, one of the main ferry companies that also operates hotels, for example, is halting the ferry cruise connection between Tallinn and Helsinki. There are two different kinds of ferries between Tallinn and Helsinki. One is the cruise connection, another one is the shuttle connection. So the cruise connection will be halted, and the shuttle ones at the moment are still working. Why this is also very significant is because a lot of Estonians work in Finland. So there's also a lot of people whose income depends on what's going on in Finland as well. Tallink is also closing a number of their hotels, not only in Tallinn, but also in Riga, the capital of Latvia. Besides that, a number of airline companies are cancelling their flights from Tallinn, including Finnair, Air Baltic, Wizz Air, SAS and Aeroflot. Today they launched a new web service online so people can apply for sick leave. So we're on the first day of the week and already there's more than 5,000 applications waiting for replies from the GPs. By the current estimates, it should take about a week, and then the GPs will get in touch with the patients to assess their health. I spent most of the day today indoors. We had a video conference with my colleagues from the theatre, and we were discussing what can the theatre do to preserve, let's say, our status of being a lighthouse. How can we still provide people some meaningful ways to spend their free time. There are some recordings of theatre productions, for example, available, and also we can share some reading materials. I had a walk in the evening, not far from my place, around, let's say, late rush hour. Still a lot of traffic, basically seemed like a normal Monday, besides the fact that the buses were quite empty. I could see it from the windows. And actually, more people walking in the parks, which is a good sign. At the same time, throughout the day, you could constantly hear sirens from emergency vehicles, which does make you wonder, am I imagining this? Am I projecting something? Or is something going on and we are not getting the information? So yes, there is this feeling that we don't really know what's going on. Hopefully not that much, but I guess we'll find out tomorrow.